And we are live. A very random edition of the podcast, I'd say. Probably due to the fact that, circumstances. A lot of people were asking me how come I didn't have any commentary on it. And I felt like, well, if they're kind of asking and they really want to know, I guess we should oblige. So.
Is this about that RV and AT&T bills?
That's right, Pete. That's right, Mr. Dragon. So, the situation at hand. I mean, we'd like more details, obviously. I wish I could give you guys more solid reasoning and explanations, and there's just certain things we're not going to know for a while, and who knows if we ever really get everything we'd like to know.
I mean, try and get some details from ATF.
Right.
Yo, what's going on?
What's up, Los? How you doing? I got Moose to my right. I got the Bearded Dragon bottom right. I got Los underneath me. We're just going to be talking through this thing. We're going to go through all the different bits and pieces of information that we know. Obviously, we're not really going to try to speculate too much. I think it's going to obviously happen because we don't have all of the answers we'd like to have. But we're going to give you the angle from the consumer. We're going to give you the angle of like the regional impact. We'll take a look at how customers are affected. The most likely scenario of what we think is responsible for it, what seems to be, kind of the causation and things that could probably come of this. Obviously, we just want to see the service restored for people. Obviously, that's priority. It looks like 911 has been affected, so that's a pretty big deal. That's actually the reason why I felt compelled to even do the podcast to begin with. Had it not have impacted 911 services, I don't know how important it is because it could just be like considered a temporary outage.
Correct.
But
yeah, I mean, how often do AT&T buildings get defaced? It might be a Friday.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think they overheard you on your night and weekends, bro. Finally.
No. This was probably somebody else who only had AT&T in his area, got messed up with the night and weekends, and then randomly got charged $300 for terminating a line he never had.
We'd also like to welcome Sherry. Hi, Sherry.
Hi.
What is going on?
Oh, I'm just recovering from a week of craziness, but I'm good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
we got the rigs, man. We got the rigs.
I'm here.
Well, it's good to have you. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks.
Very random. I mean, I typically don't do a show on Saturday or anything like that, but some crazy stuff happening on like a regional scale.
Yeah.
Typically not available on Saturdays. So.
I got these new lights that I'm trying to like work on, like figure out what's the best thing. I got the intensity on the red light too high. And,
it's like we're in the red light district.
It's magic is what it is. It's a Christmas miracle having that red there.
I don't know.
Hey,
I really
some
like
green on you too.
Should I do that? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna do.
Be festive.
You might as well do the Kmart blue light special, man.
No blue light.
No. This channel's not a blue light special channel.
Let me see if I can turn some green on behind me. Let's see. There we go.
Okay.
There's some green light.
Let's see what I can do.
Yes. We'll make it as festive as possible.
There we go.
Carlos, hi. I've never met you. Nice to meet you.
Oh, nice. Sherry, this is Carlos. Carlos has a channel as well. We do the podcast all the time. We make content together. Carlos, I think he's probably done the most extensive phone testing as of 2020. I think he's probably tested every single smartphone, every iPhone, every flagship Android. He's done the Pixel. He's tried pretty much everything out there on the market.
Follow you. Cool. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And this is Sherry's second time on the show, I think.
Yeah, number 2. Coming in hot. Yeah.
Yep. So, and Sherry's coming off a huge week at Whistle Out. They did the Dream Job giveaway with the PS5. And I mean, I've just been following the tweets. I watched the live stream. It was just bonkers and bananas. So I'm in tune with the situation.
Wild.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
Wild.
Man. I don't think I won that PS5. I did enter 3 times.
Wait, didn't some dude named Bill win it or something?
I got a death threat, you guys. I had to open a police report. I had to go to the police because I got death threats for people who lost the PS5.
Didn't we kind of call that was going to happen, though? Like, we kind of knew it was going to...
Here's the thing. I didn't realize that the community I was reaching out to for this was this aggressive, and suddenly I'm starting to get like people found like my Instagram, my personal email, and I'm getting like crazy messages, like horrible things. It was a hate funnel to my heart, and I was like, I need a break. I'm stepping back.
You know what I'm gonna do just because people are doing that? I'm gonna go buy a PS5 overpriced, and I'm gonna shatter it live. I'm destroying live just to piss them off.
I mean, why do death threats for
seriously
not winning something?
Someone emailed me. They said, you have 7 days. You better cherish your breath for the next 7 days because I'm going to come find you. And I have found you. And then they started commenting on like my Instagram pictures and were like, I found you, white girl. And I was like, what?
Yeah. Kids will say the darndest things, Sherry.
Wow, this is wild. This is wild. You know, defamation, the lawsuits, the threats. It's crazy, man.
You know, I've been threatened and I've had defamation before. That's not new to me. I'm kind of used to it. I mean, I just take it in stride. I mean, you know, like when you try to do something good, there's always going to be negativity that tries to come around. Yeah. It's just kind of the way it is. So.
Right.
If you kind of accept that and you just take it in stride and try to avoid it. I mean, if you really feel like your safety is at risk, then obviously you take steps for that. But sure. I've been able to just kind of bypass most of it. But I'm also a dude who, you know, maybe it's just something I'm more used to. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait. Dudes being more used to death threats and harassment?
I don't know. I feel like
I mean we're more likely to retaliate.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, I don't know. I took the rest of the week off, so Tuesday was my live stream, and I haven't really been on YouTube since. And I'll be back next week. But I'm like, I needed a break. It was a lot I was like the first amount of like hate I'd ever received, and I was like, okay, we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna come back next week, and hopefully it's blown over. But we'll see. I don't know what's gonna happen, but
I don't blame you.
Mm-hmm. I really don't blame you.
Yeah, we sat with it. We have a police report. We got all of it.
Do you know who issued the threat? Were they stupid enough to include their name?
They were. Oh. And they have a previous criminal record.
So no surprises, right?
Yeah, I'm like, come on, dude. What are you thinking? Yeah, it was a wild time, but I'm ready to come back to cell phones next week.
So lighter mood. Is this festive?
Very. Tremendous.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's terrific.
It's a what is it? A royalty-free Christmas tree.
Royalty-free. You got to keep it away from copyright strikes.
I've heard it all now today. Jesus, man. I am gonna buy that PS5 though. I'm gonna offer up right now.
See what they're up for.
Yeah, some tells me you're paying about 40% above, but
it's all right, bro. It's all right. We pay $1,500, no problem. It's just gonna end up in pieces.
You should you should be sure it's insured from accidental breakage. And
put under the house insurance, bruh.
Put it under the house insurance, bruh.
Don't need it, bro. It's just to make a quick little show, just to show that what happens when you threat people. We just buy them and destroy them.
Truly.
So, is everybody on the same page with this whole AT&T Nashville situation? Is everybody kind of hip to what's going on there? I know, Sherry, you're just kind of jumping in. I don't know if you've been following that story much.
No, I don't know totally what's happening. Give me a quick rundown.
Oh man.
All right,
I'm ready.
I'll go through everything I know. Yeah. Moose knows a little bit more. You know, I'm sure the Bearded Dragon himself has been following. I know me and Carlos were discussing it earlier, so we'll kind of do this collectively. At any point, if any of you have something supplemental to add, just kind of let me know and I'll give you the floor, because this is everything I've collected over the last 48 hours. So if there's more to it, let me know. Okay, so AT&T, we've got a huge networking issue that's stemming from a disaster of sorts. It's very fitting of 2020, in my opinion. I just feel like what better way to cap off a horrible year by having something horrible happen. It's just kind of like the way it goes. When it rains, it pours. So what I'm calling Nashville craziness is essentially a situation where an RV literally exploded. It's assumed that it's intentional. There was some sort of a motivation to it. There's a lot of stuff we don't know, so I can't really speculate on it. I don't feel like that would do any good, so I don't want to really comment on that. All I know is that it required fire marshals, fire departments, authorities dealing with a massive fire from the explosion. AT&T is actively working on recovery efforts because it directly impacted their facilities. So they're trying to restore power. They're trying to, address the issues that they have with outages in the surrounding region. It's really a tri-state area thing. So it's like Lexington, Kentucky, Nashville, Tennessee. I know that first responders all over the region are active. This actually stems originally from the incident on Christmas morning. So I don't know if the timing plays a part there. In terms of cell service and, getting people restored and connected, they've got portable cell sites everywhere. So, like cells on wheels, cows, whatever they call them. They've all been engaged. Agencies are engaged in recovery efforts. I know the national disaster recovery teams are, available throughout the region. It seems pretty extensive. Much of the traffic that they've encountered with problems, they've had to be rerouted. I think they've done a pretty good job of that for the most part, but switches at these like hub centers are affected, which is why I think it's so extensive and regional. And I think the scale has kind of surprised people. I can't say I'm surprised because I'm familiar with switches. My uncle used to have switches in Manhattan when he had his phone card business. And when switches went down, the entire situation is affected. So the RV explosion in Nashville, Tennessee, and obviously it affects this huge regional area. But it looks like it's AT&T and T-Mobile customers affected, and they're being encouraged to leverage Wi-Fi calling as a temporary solution. I know that a lot of the local news have been affected. There's some issues there with communication. That's what I got as of right now.
You missed the worst part of it. At least I think you did.
Dang.
911 service is down.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the real issue, is the emergency contact is not there. So
I mean,
and not just 911, by the way. So I have a little bit more info. So in that particular central office, it affected wireline and mobility services. So we're talking about fiber. We're talking about copper services. We have several different emergency response units. So not just Colts and cows, but we also have satellite phones for emergency purposes for this case deployed to the local Nashville PD, which it has a first-hand contract with AT&T. FYI. But more importantly, this has gone all the way to the top. Okay, so we're talking stanky level. Okay, this is serious. FBI is investigating. Sure. We have FBI knocking on the door.
National
DOJ.
Security.
We're talking about this is big. Okay, and the reason why is because they are trying to figure out why specifically in that particular area. What was the motive? Was the motive to disrupt emergency services? Was the motive to disrupt AT&T specific services? We don't know details yet.
This is what I've been finding out about that center in Nashville. That center in Nashville controls the whole fiber infrastructure in the United States. You take that down, it takes down the whole entire internet network in the United States.
Interesting.
So that's why it's been affected. There's actually affection right now happening in LA too with that.
Yeah, the rerouting is taking place right now.
Now,
yeah, go ahead.
And it's not just affecting AT&T, it's affecting T-Mobile and Verizon. Everybody.
Yeah, wow. Okay. So the thing about this whole rerouting piece is they probably wanted to wait and assess if they needed to reroute. They probably were looking to restore if they could get it up and running within a day. The option would have been, all right, we'll just work through it. We'll find the solutions and then move on. But I don't think they were able to do that, which is why you're getting the rerouting. You know, it was kind of like the last measure. Thanks, Ray, for the $5 super chat. He says Verizon slaps AT&T. How many times I got to tell you to quit doing dumb crap like this? I wish it was that simple and we could make it into a joke, but I know that there's more to this than we know. You know, I'd actually be surprised if either of the carriers had something to do with this. I mean, who uses an RV for things like this? Well, how was the RV there? Like where? Like if I don't know the region. Maybe RVs are standard for the course. You know, that's what I assume. It's like Tennessee. Maybe some people are in RVs. Yeah. Because when I think of RVs and explosions, I think of like Breaking Bad and the Southwest and stuff like that. Seriously, dude.
Another thing too is I guess Verizon, they're back up and running, and they're offering $30 unlimited talk, text, and giving you the handset for free in those areas that are affected. Solution for the people.
Yeah. That's pretty nice, man.
Like porting over your number or something.
They'll give you a new number. It don't matter. It's just $30. They give you a basic flip phone, unlimited text.
Shoot.
Yeah. So I sent Sneed the link to the Nashville recovery efforts from corporate news for AT&T. They're giving $100,000 to the area businesses that were affected because of the situation. And then they also have a picture of the SAT cults that are deployed currently in that area since they're having issues with the mobility service. But make no mistake, this is a very serious situation, guys. I mean, Jesus, this thing knocked out a significant portion of infrastructure with one move. What do you think this is going to do? Redundancies. That CO is not going to be the last point anymore. Sure.
Yeah. I totally agree. I think that's just what this calls attention to. You never know about vulnerabilities until the situation happens. Yeah, a lot of people are going to look at this, right, Pete? They're going to look back and say, "Oh, we should have did this, we should have did that." Well, hindsight is 2020, and no team or what have you can come up with every possible way of something happening. Yeah. So maybe they'll find a way when it's rebuilt to have a larger buffer area in case somebody else tries to do a car bombing.
Oh, I just got a text from my connecting the DOD, and they're going to be putting actually teams in all the sub data centers around the nation, because there's talks right now. They're talking about New Year's Day. They're going to move in and hit the sub data centers.
Carlos, I can't really.
Is this because of the 5G?
No, I don't know.
To be honest, I don't know what their whole plan is. I don't know, but this is what my contact right now in the DOD just texted me right now.
Well, we're still going to call that completely speculative.
Yeah, of course.
I can, we just can't report it as being factual because, you've got to corroborate and.
They're doing it as just precautionary measures.
Sure. Yeah.
Just in case.
I must say, Carlos, you have a more interesting DOD contact than I do. Mine has just been complaining for 2 days about the defense spending bill being vetoed.
Well, let's put it this way. The one contact we all know, but he talks to me on a little bit more detailed about it. The other one is when I was in the Marines, when I was in full active service. So they're both on the same page on this. Yeah, telling me right now.
By the way, Barry's absolutely right. They are bomb-resistant buildings, but it still damaged the building.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I mean, what do you want?
I mean,
It's still
They got
damaged.
bomb-proof tanks, bro. Bombs hit tanks, and then all of a sudden the tanks, flipping. Like, yeah, it's just not going to collapse from within.
Most of the damage, from what I read from an AP article, came from the force hitting the building and then shattering water lines in it.
Oh wow.
Are they thinking
So
that this was specifically targeted towards like AT&T? Is that what?
I don't think I don't think it's about AT&T. It's just the fact that it's a connected hub with switches and connections like that.
Okay.
Basically, when they take that down, it could take down, let's say if there's charter connections, fiber connections going through there, Comcast, Cox, whatever, it could take that down. That's like the main hub.
Got it. That makes sense.
And I mean, with these cable companies, sometimes the wind can take them down.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So that gets pretty bad pretty fast.
Now, I got some people asking me, so how come, T-Mobile doesn't put their logo on a building with their switches? The switches that I visited in Los Angeles back when I was working for them are very undisclosed, completely hidden buildings straight up with like a coin laundromat to the right and like a Chinese food place. It like you wouldn't have ever suspected that there's like a massive operation there, right?
Sure.
But the reason why
real
AT&T
quick,
won, yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, GGJR Info, for the $2.99 super chat.
That's
no
not
comment.
Yeah,
Came up on mine. No comment, but thank you for the 3 bones.
Thank you for the donation. It's not showing up on my end, so I do apologize for that. But thank you.
But anyway, so the reason why AT&T has a logo on there is because you're trying to maximize your real estate, right? Office buildings, support centers, and also data centers, aka switches.
It's also easier to consolidate tax things when you know what you're charging customers for property tax.
Absolutely.
I knew you were going to do that. Sherry, the running joke is that AT&T occasionally you'll see like an increase or a bump in a charge on your bill. It's probably the property taxes are due, so they're going to just throw it onto your bill.
The first thing I thought with this was like, oh God, 911 is down. Are they going to get fined, or are AT&T customers going to be paying yet another fee?
Oh, man.
This is not... Go ahead, Sherry.
If we really want to get crazy, do we want to... I mean, earlier this month, there was that hack into like the FBI database too, It's like all of these crazy technology, devastating attacks in the U.S. from, the first one is it's allegedly from Russia. Who knows what this one is, but it's like lots of technology attacks right now in the U.S. It's crazy.
Well, I think it's a painful reminder. Pete, you and I have discussed this. With every new evolution of technology comes increased windows of opportunity for vulnerabilities.
But this was a physical vulnerability, which I thought we, solidified against it at the 1G era, where you were actually expecting to pay an arm and a leg for cell phones.
Hey, Mod, if we get some simping going on, please hashtag eliminate the simps.
What's a simp?
Yeah.
You just kicked me out too.
Yeah, a simp is Maverick, basically.
That means you, Mr. Maverick, better calm it down there.
Yeah, go take something for your hormone problems or whatever. I don't know what's going on.
Oh my God, I cannot believe the simps are following, man.
Probably it's fine.
I still have no idea what a simp is.
All right, Pete. Okay,
I live under a rock, by the way. Like any slang, it just goes right over the head.
Okay,
so,
you've heard of Fans Only, right? Or OnlyFans, I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still telling you we need to do podcasts on that.
I'm not doing a podcast on OnlyFans, bro.
No, bro.
No, we need that, Sneed. We need that. for
Oh
you.
no, Sherry, you don't. You really don't.
We're not going to do.
the Sneed,
We're
yeah.
not going to do. The typical material. People would be paying a fixed rate to view,
I don't
and
I
we
don't
wouldn't
do
have to
feet,
watch
bro.
our language.
I'll pay $5 a month. I'll do it.
I'm not doing
Yeah.
feet. It's not happening. It's not. My goodness, not happening.
But, okay,
Sorry,
so-
Lance.
So a
You
simp.
better put the spandex on, Sneak.
So a simp. so a simp, bro. Oh, and don't forget the pink thongs and the fucking tutus and the all that stuff.
So basically, like, if you've ever seen like a real life Eugene, that stereotypical, doesn't really date, weird around girls, not very smooth, not much confidence, like, but then they get like oogly eye when they see a pretty woman, like, and they'll get like, it takes you back to high school, right? You remember the guys that, like, if a pretty girl would look at them, they would start acting funny, or if a pretty girl talked to them, they didn't know how to act. That's a simp, right? And they'll pay money to just like be around a pretty girl, right? Or they'll just give them money, right? So that's like how it manifests itself in real life. But on the internet, a simp would be a guy who like goes on to like an OnlyFans to get like a unique access to like a pretty girl's feet or something, right? Simping because they can't like date in real life. Like they don't know how to do a real life relationship. So they live
Pokimane simps, bro. Pokimane simps.
that, yeah.
You
So
know?
like,
He's not very attractive in my opinion. But these simps, bro, there's like an army of them, bro. She literally harasses people with all of these thousands and thousands of followers because she literally posts. I don't even know what she posts, but that's all I know is that there's an army.
they'll make you puke in a way. Like if you watch them simp, it's really disgusting. It's offensive to the male gender because, most males can have normal relationships, but the simp has changed the trajectory of our evolution. The simp has made women think this is how men are, but it's not,
So when a cute girl looked at me in high school, I just said, "Want to go to a film?"
Okay, but you had like a real life interaction. Sims keep it online. They just, whatever. They live through a lot
Those
of,
people.
right.
Yeah.
So that's a simp.
That's your grammar lesson for the day.
Clarifications.
I still don't think that's in my Oxford English dictionary.
I started using simp probably in like the last year and having conversations with my brother who's in his early 20s. That's a word that they use heavily in the gamer community. So, because typically a lot of gamers be simping on the regular, so. There's a Facebook jail. Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's what they call it when you get striked, and then they put you on a 7-day no post or whatever. They could go up to 30 days if you get third strike.
Man, it's been since 2015 since I did anything with Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook sucks.
You back, Moose?
Yeah, thank you. For some reason, there was some massive lag, bro. I couldn't even see your face.
Do you have
No, I
a
put up.
Bro, right now, hey, it's happening in LA
Too
County right now. So you might want to use Verizon right now at the moment.
Bro, I have that damn Spectrum, man. The Charter Spectrum, man.
Oh
The
no.
worst, bro.
Can I throw in one last thing about the back end of this? Is a lot of people were asking about the scale of this. So there's a few reasons why this is a big deal. The first thing, and they're not in order of importance. I'm just saying these are all important things. This is AT&T's main central office, and it's basically contains a bunch of like telecom equipment, right? So that's why I think it was targeted for such a reason. I think the other piece to this is
Wait, that was AT&T's main office?
I don't think it's the main CO, but I know
Well, in the
there's
region
several.
it is.
Yeah, in
the region
right.
it is. So, it connects a lot of different circuits and stuff like that. So it's just large scale. By the way, the building apparently is 15 stories.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Flights were canceled, rerouted, and rescheduled. So it was big enough to affect
the FAA.
flights. Right. Yeah.
Well, it's not unheard of to have, a no-fly zone over a place where there was a bombing or a city where there was a bombing for at least a couple of days in case there are repeaters or somebody doing another one.
But you see, we don't even know what the motive is. What is Dallas going to be targeted next? Los Angeles? There's several different buildings, bro, in every major city.
Was it Fort Lauderdale where they're based, or where they were under Southern Bell Company?
Wait, are you talking about SBC?
Yeah.
That was San Antonio, and then it went to Dallas.
So
back in like 07 or something, 06.
Yeah, we're gonna have SBC locations getting pecked.
Jesus.
Anybody got anything most recent? I don't know if anybody there in the live chat. I know that some people are following Twitter accounts on the story.
Do we even have anybody from Nashville?
That would be cool to get the commentary, right? I mean, I saw some stuff on Reddit, but you know how Reddit is, bro. I don't know. Reddit's kind of, it's like death waiting to happen. You don't know what's what over there. It's like a simp congregation. I don't know.
You go on to Reddit. It's almost like going on to 4chan. Almost,
bro. I posted the video about the AT&T millimeter wave speed test that Sherry did. These trolls, bro. They were like, "Why?" It seems like this is a sponsored post or something. I was starting to laugh, bro.
Darius, who's your provider there in Nashville?
He has T-Mobile, I think. Pretty sure. Darius has been a rider for a while. He's been on the channel. Pretty sure he has T-Mobile. Almost positive.
I don't. Sorry, but for most people, I don't remember their carriers.
I think the reason I know Darius also, he's a patron member, so just the frequent communication. I think I remember that. Thanks, Tito. Appreciate you stopping by, dude. Thank you.
Yeah, Darius confirmed T-Mobile. Bad man. It's bad man.
Where's my tinfoil hat? Sherry, you got yours? Pete, you got yours, dude? You good?
I'm gonna have to make a new one, but I will probably make it.
Oh no, Sherry, do you remember my tinfoil turban? Do you remember?
Oh, I remember.
No, not the Alex Jones again. No.
You know he's got something to say about this. Come on, bro. He's got to have something to say.
Yeah, he probably says, the 5G is turning the birds gay.
Yeah, he said some crazy things, bro. He just said some off the wall stuff.
Wow.
They keep telling him he's got to fact check stuff, and he refuses. They're like, yeah, you can be on our show, you can be on our podcast, you just got to fact check everything you say. And he's like, nah, you don't make anybody else fact check. Like, nobody else is you, dude. Like, nobody else says the things you say.
No one else, a custody judge, nobody else on his show, a custody judge said, we don't care if you're acting, you seem insane.
So, Los, any effect in Nevada or San Diego or anything?
No, nothing.
Anything, Sherry, on your side of this? No, nothing.
No, I've been having internet just fine via my data. It's been great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't trust that Cox down there, right?
Yeah, well, let's be honest. Can't trust Cox anywhere. But
you
have Cox, Sherry? Oh my God!
Yeah, San Diego's Cox. You didn't know that?
Yeah,
Garbini, bro.
Holy
I knew that.
How the hell do you live stream, man? This is ridiculous.
Tell me about it. It's been a struggle. That's for sure.
She uses the AT&T.
That's why I
move to another apartment.
I'm working on it, but
fiber, man.
Right now, here's the thing. If we want to get into this, we'll do it real quick. Because of all the pandemic, people getting kicked out because they can't pay their mortgages. They're looking for places to rent. There's nowhere to rent in California because they can't afford their mortgage. They're looking.
Are you going to Arizona because of that?
And then, now people are leaving California totally. So now I just have to wait for enough people to leave California before I can move into a place where AT&T fiber is available. That's my end goal.
That's
Man, Sneed over
That's
here,
what it's
he's
boiled down
smiling
to.
because in 2021 he's gonna get fiber installed directly to his house. The first customer on the block, man.
So Moose, you know that I'm gonna retire this hoodie once I get that fiber over here, right?
Bro, I'm gonna send you a custom-made fucking Letterman jacket that says AT&T fiber. It's finally here.
The ultimate.
Wait, Sneed, you really want to go with AT&T fiber?
I have Cox. It's freaking Cox, bro. What do you want me to do?
How much were you paying for Cox again?
Any fiber is better than Cox.
Yes, anything is better than
how
Cox.
much were you paying for Cox?
$60.
Similar.
Yeah, you know, a $20-something increase with a sporadic 10 might be worth it.
Yeah.
Bro.
I mean, it's just the fact that I can't stream. I literally can't stream, dog.
With Cox, I was paying $90 a month, dude, for some garbage, and I'm paying $65 with CenturyLink for 1 gig fiber, 1 gig up and down. Best thing ever.
Hey, I'm liking my $49.95. It's
it's
not everybody has it like everybody has it like Pete. You've got it going on with municipal fiber. Not everybody has that. In fact, most people don't.
Stetson says he loves it.
Yeah, he was telling me.
Two people that we know.
They're lucky, dude.
But Sherry, there's so many places that have AT&T fiber, and more is coming in 2021.
For sure. I mean, I am getting ready to just throw my Cox out the window and just use my hotspot from my data.
What do you have for a hotspot, Sherry?
Visible might work nicely.
Visible might. I've definitely thought about that as well, but yeah. What did you have?
What's your allowance on your hotspot on your tethering?
I have the Elite plan. I think it's 50. Is it 100 gigabytes of hotspot?
If you have a business account, yeah.
I know it's 100 gigabytes of high speed data, but I think the hotspot allowance is like 50 or
30 if it's consumer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 30. Yeah, it's 30 then. I've never reached my max.
Gonna probably have to send her one of those QCA 6 eSIMs.
Sherry, send it over. Send it over. Well, and Sherry, you could have one of your Sims pay for it. I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
By the way, talking about phone service, if you're qualified and you don't mind the T-Mobile, they're doing another free line right now.
Oh my God! How many free lines do you have?
Stop, bro?
I'm on number 5.
Bro, look, see, this is the problem with T-Mobile, man. They're never going to make money
But it's not a problem with the consumer, though. You get what I'm saying, Moose? It's not an issue with the consumer side.
Bro, this is out of control.
I don't know.
How can a company just constantly be giving out free lines? Your ARPU is cut in half every single time you have another line.
I think they were prepared to keep this going long enough, and then at some point it's just going to stop. Like they're just going to be like, all right, we gave away 50 million free lines. We're done. We're maxed out. We can't give them away anymore.
Can't give any more, yeah.
So I'm actually okay with it. I've been getting free lines for family members that have been using horrible prepaid service. They're retired. You know, they're the type of people who don't really use data and need something that they don't have to worry about paying for, where if they need to make a phone call, they can. They're in a market with good band 71, so this is good. T-Mobile is not really losing anything by having them.
Hey Moose, have a question for you. On my first net tablet line that I have, can I stick that into the Nighthawk and use it unlimited, no problem? Or are they gonna cut me off?
I don't know if you can do it unlimited, bro, but I know that we tested it out the last time and it worked.
I know it worked, but I just want to know if they're gonna cut me off or not.
I know I've put my T-Mobile tablets into laptops and had no issue.
I don't know if the terms of service wise that would be the thing. I'm not sure.
Do they do warnings?
Because
I
I
don't
have
even know.
T-Mobile prepaid $35 traveling line, and I have that on the Nighthawk, and I use terabyte, and I don't got any issues.
Actually, I was gonna. Speaking of FirstNet, by the way, thank you so much for reminding me, Carlos. I was actually going to send out some FirstNet SIMs. I finally got the connect. Woo!
I need this.
I need this.
I need
Yes.
another FirstNet line, dude.
Bro.
Another?
Another, yeah. Carlos
Harry,
has
you know-
every.
Everybody, put out your
Bro.
hands.
Carlos,
More soup,
I need
please.
one. Give me one.
Carlos literally has.
Please.
Carlos literally has every
Nice,
single
Jerry.
possible connection that you can have. He has Verizon, multiple different connections, right? The basic plan, right, Carlos? And
I
the
have
most expensive
with
plan.
Verizon. I have
I got a Verizon grandfather line from him.
Yeah, I have the 2005 unlimited plan. I still have a couple lines left on it. I have the 2017 and the new plans. Then I got AT&T. I got the old unlimited, Business Elite, FirstNet. T-Mobile, I got the Magenta plans. Sprint, I have the old Family account.
First of
I
all,
have one more finger left. I got a pinky. You got a 10th line?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you have like people on every you have people messaging you on every line? Like you are constantly like, which phone is ringing? I
Probably a
don't
few.
know.
Probably a few.
No, I only use like 4 of the lines, and the rest I just
Yeah,
use
I message him randomly on different phones.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Some of the phones he never replies to, which is fine.
like,
Here's the trouble with having all those lines. It's actually the person who has all the lines. It's our fault. Like I have 4 lines, and sometimes I'll accidentally use the wrong line to do a certain task. Like text my wife, and she's like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "Oh crap, that's the wrong line." You know,
Does
and
she
I'm
not
just
have the T-Mobile number I gave you?
I don't know if she like saves them because like sometimes my numbers change. Like AT&T, I've changed the numbers like 2-3 times. Visible, I've changed it twice. The Verizon one, I just got a second. Like I don't know.
She's like, "Are you creeping?"
Yeah, bro. She thinks I'm creeping. I'm like, babe, listen, I don't even have phone calls. Like there's not a single phone call made on most of these lines. It's really dated.
And half the text
like,
messages are between me going to you and not getting a reply, and her ghosting you.
Bro, I think literally the first time she saw me with a second phone, she just looked at me like with this laser, and I'm just like, what's wrong? She's like, why in the world do you have 2 lines? And then it same look came at the 3rd line, same look came at the 4th line, and actually since then, now it's just normal because she sees the phones all over the place. So she's like,
I was gonna say, a woman sees her man with multiple lines. It's like, honey, what do you think you're doing?
Yes.
Mine is
and
still wondering what the heck I'm using.
Wait a minute. But if I have to have
This
2
4.
phones on me, and then potentially a 3rd phone, potentially a 4th phone for my work, I mean, I don't know what else to say, but I got business. Carlos
See,
did it best
Maverick,
the last time.
See, Maverick, this is why our people don't have anything, bro. We can't go places and act properly. You gotta say something like this, bro. If my wife's in the live chat, she's gonna be choking me in like 30 seconds.
Hey,
put him on timeout,
this
dude.
is Sneed. I can assure you, if he had someone on the side, he'd tell me.
Bro, listen. I've had
I've
every job in the world. I've literally seen it all. And I used to work for Uber. I used to drive for Lyft. You guys know the ride-hailing services. When they first started, I was doing that. I was making tons of money. If I wasn't making tons of money, do you know how much riffraff goes on in those vehicles? I literally hated my job.
I'm sure people expose themselves in the back of those cars.
Bro, they try to touch you and stuff, bro. I was throwing elbows, karate chops, bro. Like, I'm like, don't even think about it, bro. Seriously,
this sounds worse than a New York park.
Bro, I'm not single. It wasn't cool for me. There's guys that are like, oh, I'd love that. No, dude, you do not want that. No, because, bro, I used to wear my ring. It didn't matter. They'd still push the issue, bro. You literally have to, smack somebody on occasion if it got physical,
So Sneed, your wife a moderator?
See? Look, this is what I'm talking about. See? She's right there.
You're
out of here. I'm banning you. You're out of here.
Yes.
I'm putting her in timeout. She's been put in timeout.
But anyway, so
Oh man, you're not supposed to do that. You're gonna be sleeping in a cold doghouse tonight, man.
How's your
first
couch
net lines, bro.
feel,
Bro,
lady?
she's been timed out for 30 seconds. All right.
So first net lines.
That's just $300.
I'll be sending them out probably January.
Nice, man. Excited.
Lena, you're gonna have to come down and slap him.
And I know Carlos is listening on this one because there is a way to convert his business account into an agency account.
Really?
There is.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Oh, we need to do that ASAP.
We need to talk. We need to talk business.
Bro, I'm scared for
No,
myself.
just open another account. I don't care. We'll have
we have to do a couple things on the back
business
end.
account open, and then we'll open another one.
Bro, I'm
I got
telling
a
you right now.
tax ID. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Nice job, Sean. Nice, bro.
But the reason why, Sherry, I have all that is because I want to test the different priorities, compared to 2005 unlimited versus 2017 versus current.
Right.
And it gives it, like, even Sneed now notices the difference. The 2005 unlimited plan, yeah, you get better priority, but it's almost equivalent to the 17 unlimited.
Yeah.
But you get better upload and better ping on the 2005.
So Carlos, your 2005 lines still don't have hotspot.
Oh, I forgot to call Verizon and have them reprovision it. I'll call tomorrow. I got you.
But I wonder how many people are still on these like grandfathered plans, these grandfathered lines. Like, how pertinent are these tests?
Well, I have
a significant amount.
I have
Sherry. A
14
significant amount.
14 lines that I have on that unlimited plan, the old one.
There's millions of people still on 3G, Sherry.
Okay,
So, Sherry,
I'm gonna say goodbye then. See ya.
There's millions of people. I'm like, there's so many unlimited plans. It's crazy.
So are you trying to
real
QCI 6? Because I do have a line that just opened up on QCI
6, man.
The business elite.
Now,
pretty big
Sherry
on
might be
video.
asking, what's the benefit for me? What's in it for me? Well, it's double the data speed, basically, on average.
I have no deep prio. I have the old business elite plan, so that means it's called business track, meaning that
Fast track. Yeah.
Fast track. There you go. That means no deep prio at all. Period. Especially during peak hours.
There are certain plans. Carlos brings up these plans. There are certain plans that are retired that are so good for access, they resell for hundreds of dollars on eBay. Like you would if you were a person who had an RV and you legit needed that hotspot and that special access, like they are paying hundreds of dollars for that line, and then they're still paying their monthly fee on the account.
Hold up. Septine Patterson with a $5 super chat says people wanted some Verizon $. That's why we're grabbing you, Sneed.
So I thought they actually gave a damn about me. It turns out they just wanted the Verizon money. That's all they wanted. I'm too old to be into that, man. No tricking over here. I'm an old dude. No tricking. Not into it. Thanks, Septian. Appreciate the super chat. Hope you had a good holiday, man. I hope you enjoyed your family and hope everybody's safe and sound. Thank you.
Sneed, I'm just waiting for your wife to hop in with the super chat.
No, she ain't gonna super chat me.
She get a thought in. She's super
Here's
chat.
$1. Here's $1. You're gonna get your butt whipped later.
$10 from Kevin Taylor with a flying pear. No
Hey, by the way,
comment. Thank
Sneed
you,
man.
Kevin.
Thanks, Kev. Appreciate it.
Sneed man, did you end up watching Wonder Woman 84?
No, man. I didn't get a chance to watch it.
Bro,
I have to.
Bro, it's amazing, man.
Is it true that MKBHD got blocked by Gal Gadot or whatever her name is?
No way.
Gal Gadot.
It's Godot. Is that how you pronounce it?
Gadot, yeah.
Okay.
So
sounds French,
she's Israeli.
She's Israeli,
Right.
bro.
So apparently MKBHD got banned or blocked by her because she tweeted something from an iPhone, but it was about an Android manufacturer.
Oh yeah. I remember this.
Yeah, this goes back a couple of years. They got that's some street beef right there, some Hollywood beef.
Well, bro, it's like you're not even using the product that you're trying to advertise for, bro.
That's a problem.
That's an issue.
Sherry, that'd be like you tweeting about Whistle Out while you're on another like rival website. You know what I'm saying? Like that's in the background or something, right?
Or if she was paid by Samsung to do an advertising spot, and then
and she talked about her iPhone.
And she's doing about it through her personal iPhone. But she's did the same thing.
We have seen these things before. I'm pretty sure it was either maybe the CEO of Huawei or Xiaomi and they had like an iPhone in their back pocket, but they were at the release event for like their newest phone, you know, an Android.
So I have her pulled up.
Yeah. You gotta if you want to do a screen share, Sherry, let me know. I can pull it up here.
I don't know what's going on with AT&T, but for some reason they cut off the T-Vision HBO Max after us getting access to it just a month prior.
I don't think that was AT&T. I think that was T-Vision, bro.
Nope.
You mean the old T-Vision?
Yep.
Oh well, I don't know.
They were like talking with a content person. AT&T was like, you changed the platform, so you gotta renegotiate, and haven't gotten there yet.
Here it is, y'all.
Huh?
Twitter for iPhone. You see that thing kills. That thing kills people's reputations.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice on emails when you're like, excuse my fat fingers, I'm typing from my iPhone, but it'll...
I was doing something and the autocorrect voice thing threw me into something else.
Yes.
So recently I tried Siri on my brother's iPhone. How many people get, sorry, I cannot process that request at this time?
Depends on the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, depends on my internet connection.
Mm-hmm. Was it on a T-Mobile iPhone?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's connected to the Wi-Fi.
Oh, it's connected to Wi-Fi. Okay, then that changes everything.
Hey, I've tried it on Verizon, and she said, let me get back to you. And it was like, what's 2 + 2? Let me get back to you. Mm-hmm. Then I called my phone and said, do some complicated math. It's like, the answer is this.
Who wants a phone? Who wants a phone? That's all the phones I carry daily.
What?
Yes, Sherry. I met up with Carlos. We got tacos, by the way. Got tacos. Very delicious.
Were they street taco?
No, they're better than street tacos. They were Tacos El Gordo. I'm telling you, the best tacos in San Diego and in Las Vegas. Straight up. There's never going to be
keyboard.
No one's going to change on that. But anyways, Carlos literally has like stacks of phones. He has a backpack full of fucking phones, and he has stacks of the SIM cards.
We played around with them at CES.
I don't even know how you keep track of it, bro. I'm serious. I don't know how you keep track of it.
Back there, my Louis backpack. I carry all that stuff in there.
Louis bags. Yeah.
Sherry's eyes went huge with that Louis backpack.
Louis bags, bro.
You should see how I treat it. I treat it like crap. The whole bottom is all scuffed up.
That's right.
Man, I carry all my stuff in cargo pants.
Hey, let me give a shout out to a special member there in the live chat. What up, bro?
Hey, Lowe's.
Yo, what up?
Are you a Pepsi man?
We got. They ran out over here at the office, bro.
So Sepson Patterson coming in.
Septian.
Carlos is worse than an Easy Computer Solutions.
Eric's got
You're gonna have to give us that reference, because what is an Easy Computer Solutions?
Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. Easy.
Haven't watched that.
I'll send you a link, dog.
Okay, so let me ask you, Sneed, quick question.
Yeah, man.
Is the C-band auction going to 100 billion?
Yes, it is. That's a slam dunk. That's like LeBron James alley-oop. That's 100 billion is a slam dunk.
It's guaranteed.
The Pixel 4a 5G.
The C-band auction is continuing throughout most of this following year, correct?
Probably about 5 or 6 days. after January. So I expect it to be done like the 11th or 12th because I don't think there's going to be any licenses left. I think they're all going to sell and they're all going to receive full demand. It has not slowed really. It's been very steady. So what we saw in CBRS was that the top 50 PEAs, top 50 markets, they sold quick, and then the other ones took a long time to auction. And that brings the value down. We're not seeing value really going down. It's been on demand.
And do we know the carriers that won the auctions? Did they announce that yet?
No. Well, we'll know in the next week.
We got speculations. Like they're saying that supposedly a couple analysts that Verizon was at 30 to 36 billion so far. Comcast was about 23 to 25 billion. AT&T
I'm not
was
buying it, bro.
20 to 23.
Huh.
T-Mobile about 5.
Wow.
I mean, that's what they're speculating, but we don't know yet for sure, you know?
Right.
I don't jive with that Comcast business. I just don't.
Sounds random.
Well, Comcast needs to be able to prop up Spectrum for their crappy internet when their wire lines go down.
That's right. That's right, bro.
I just don't know, man.
Definitely not sponsored by Big Cable, by the way.
I just don't think that Comcast Spectrum jointly bid 25 billion or something crazy like that because it just doesn't make sense. I'm with Sneed on this one. It doesn't make sense.
I don't know, dude. I try to do the math. What's the most likely scenario? What is the most probable outcome? I see Verizon as having a big piece of it, maybe 40%.
Right.
I see AT&T being a big piece of it as well, maybe 25%. I see T-Mobile getting a little bit, kind of plugging up, shoring up some holes where they don't have a lot of 2.5 or where they have trouble with 2.5 with interference.
With all the freaking Wi-Fi. Why can't we turn down the power on the Wi-Fi? My house can get covered in less than 500 milliwatts.
Well, so I think about what is the most likely scenario. The most unlikely thing is Comcast going in at 20 billion. That is most unlikely thing or more. It doesn't make sense. They're not a wireless telecom.
Correct.
So why would they bid as the
Massive.
second biggest bidder? It just doesn't make sense. It's so unlikely. I mean, T-Mobile doing 20 billion is more likely than Comcast.
But that's
unlikely. I wouldn't mind seeing
or Dish even like Dish coming in.
I expect Dish to come in at about 10 billion.
Right, but not 25.
No. How?
They don't have the money, bro.
I don't know.
See, so I have been always on the okay, so since the beginning, right, my guy has been telling me, initially AT&T is going to be coming in, with 20, right, initially. But ever since the increases daily, we're talking $5 billion increases per day, bro. That's when it changed. They're like, okay, we got to step it up. We got to go to 35, right? Possibly even 40. But I knew from my friends at Verizon, they were coming in with 40 to 45, coming in hot. And we're talking like hot, okay? We're not talking just, I'm going to, go in New York City or Dallas or LA and bid, a couple 20, 20, 40, 60. No. I'm coming in hot. I want 100. That's what they're going for.
I think LA generated 6 billion alone.
Jesus.
If not
I could
more.
say that.
I think LA was 6 billion. I think New York was 10 or 11 billion alone. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Tom working somewhere. He's pestering me on Discord.
Yeah, there's been some serious money that's gone to certain cities. The PAs are pretty obvious. Anything top 50 generated a lot of dough. The FCC's, they're going to have so much money they don't even know what to do with it. The satellite companies are also banking big because they get the accelerated decom pay, which is $13 billion. So basically, Sherry, it was used for satellite. Satellite doesn't need it anymore. They get to decom it and make money off of decomming it.
What's this about satellite not really needing it? It is useful for satellite. They're just trying.
How much do you need, Pete? Do you need 280 megahertz for satellite?
Well, with 280 megahertz, that's like 200 something channels. So by doing this, you're reducing satellite retransmission. ranges.
Ryan, we got to talk, bro. Do you know what Disney is worth?
More
much.
than Verizon.
Yeah, we got to talk, bro.
Amount of money.
Yeah, we got to talk about this because Disney owns everything.
More than the C-band auction.
Yeah, more than Verizon. They could, bro. Disney's got to be worth all the telecoms combined.
Yeah, their war chest is larger than the telecoms.
What is up, my brother, Big Lou? Salute, sir.
Lou, what's
Big
up,
Lou's in the
man?
house. That's right, brother.
Damn, hit me up, bro. You got my number. Hit me up. We need to talk.
Yeah, I don't see how. I mean, Verizon's a big company. I think they're valued at $280 billion. I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at, but that's not Disney.
Right.
I mean,
It's
Disney
hard
could.
for Disney, but
I feel like Disney could buy several countries. Like if they really wanted to, like let's just own a segment of a continent, you know?
Yep.
anything Disney will buy Verizon.
Right. Well, I mean, there's antitrust, but you know, there's
Without that, yeah.
that. There's that.
Hey, I still wouldn't mind DT buying Comcast.
They were talking about DT in the news earlier, a couple of days ago. They've been trying to purchase something. I don't know if it's
I don't think it was in the
services
US.
related. No, it's not. It's in Europe, but I forget what it was, man. I probably shouldn't have mentioned it because now it's going to bother me. But there was something going on. They weren't able to pull the trigger on a deal. But they're pretty
I
busy.
know they've been trying to do fiber solutions.
Nice.
So,
By the way, for those of you out there, when we talk about Deutsche Telekom, they're very successful in Germany. It's also a lot easier to do a wireless company in Germany because it's much smaller than, say, for example, the US, which is like huge, you know, massive.
one German state, the largest German state is roughly the size of, what was it, Kentucky?
Oh,
So,
Pete, does Comcast own CBS?
yes.
Okay.
No, that's Viacom. Comcast
Right.
owns NBC, Universal.
Got it. Okay.
CBS is actually owned by CBS Viacom.
Yeah, how many people live in Germany, you think? 20, 30 million?
I think it was like 40 million, which is
40.
lower than the population of New Jersey.
Yeah. The US has like 340 million people. What's up, Moose? You back, bro?
40
Yeah,
million.
sorry about that. I got a call in regards to what we were talking about.
83
Got my guys calling me.
What's that, Lowe's?
83.02 million in Germany.
So I was off by half.
So I got a call from my guy, actually, in regards to what we were talking about.
Uh-oh.
And this was my Verizon friend. He's telling me 50. They're going in 50. I was like, what? I said, how the hell? And he said, listen.
Mhm.
He said, you have to understand this is getting out of control. Even Verizon admits it's getting out of control. This is from their own mouth, bro. This is from their
For
own
the
mouth.
C-band auction?
Yes, it's getting out of control. They said the absolute max they're willing to get into, because remember, you also have to take into consideration the closing cost, quote unquote. That's what they're calling it, right? The reallocation fees and then all the other BS that they have
Clearing
to
costs.
the clearing, right?
Yeah.
Then you also have to factor in how much is this thing going to cost to implement starting in the second half of the year. Starting in the second half of 2021, putting every single cell site, upgrading every single cell site, putting in the new antennas, new radios, upgrading the backhaul, right, to support the C-band.
But that's not the hard part, though, Moose.
The hard part's getting people to buy phones.
Oh, that's
So
another issue too.
it is going to create a new band. It is a brand new band. This is not N66, N2. This is N77. Brand new band.
Mhm.
The
Except for when, Apple puts it in and then they're like, oh my God, 2 years later. And then everybody's like, this is innovation. But we've been trying
It's
to
in
get
the
them on
iPhone.
Pixels.
it's in the iPhone 12.
Yeah, it's on the iPhone 12.
We're
Is
good.
it on
They
the
actually
Pixel
did it.
5?
They actually did it right. No, it's not in
Yeah.
the Pixel 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, we'll get it with the
You're
Pixel
future
6.
proof. You're good.
That
So
gold.
pretty.
That gold.
Gold and the blue.
I heard iPhone 12. Sorry, what? I'm
Yeah.
relevant?
Yes, you are. Yes, you're good.
Oh man.
Hey, I'll just get it at a Pixel 6. I don't think it will be deploying in my market, but we do have some N41s. So.
We'll be deploying in your market, Pete.
I'm pretty sure Verizon's
top
deploying
50.
in Colorado, bro.
You're top 50. Boulder is top 50.
Bro.
No. Denver's top 50. Boulder's top 75.
It's about Verizon. It's not about like national. We're talking. Well, okay. You have. Well, T-Mobile won't be deploying it probably in Boulder or Denver.
Dude,
probably not for a while. If they
Verizon has only built up in Denver, not even Colorado Springs, which is top 50.
Bro,
I know I'm going to get it here.
So Verizon confirmed now 50. What do you think about this?
I don't know if you want to say confirmed. He's up a little bit, but you feel pretty confident about it, and I got it, man. 50 is more than they wanted to spend. 40 is actually more than they wanted to spend. I think they were anticipating 30 was going to be very realistic.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand what people were saying that Sherry, there were experts saying that the whole entire auction was going to be 30 billion.
Right. That was like, yeah.
So I'm like, how? Because AWS in 2015, which was for 65 megahertz, generated 45 billion. This is 280 megahertz in 2020. So I looked at that and I'm like, okay, I think 50 billion is a slam dunk.
It might be because for some reason there might be tax deductions attached.
Why?
Motivated seller.
Maybe.
Well, the reason why they were saying it was going to be so low was because they anticipated that AT&T didn't have enough money to spend, right? Because of the debt situation.
I didn't believe that. I never believed that.
Sneed was on record from day one saying AT&T is going to spend money.
Let me tell you something. When you make a mistake in business, if you dwell on that mistake, it is going to cost you your future. You cannot allow a past mistake in business to dictate the future of your business. You cannot. So if doing you go to a fork in the road. So the last time you turned left, bad things happened. So that means the next time you're at a fork in the road, you can't turn left? No, you can't allow something that unfortunately happened to your business with Time Warner and DirecTV. Yeah, I know, 180 billion. I get it. But the thing that makes you money is wireless. You cannot mortgage your future on the debt that you created from the media side, which had nothing to do with your breadwinner. Your breadwinner is wireless. You need to boost that. You need to compete. If they don't invest big, they can't compete with T-Mobile and Verizon. That would be foolish and dumb. And I think John Stankey would be removed from his position immediately. Not immediately, immediately, like yesterday.
So,
have them removed.
Would you agree it kind of sucks the situation AT&T is in, much like Sony is in?
Yeah.
They only have one cash cow. It's the PlayStation. AT&T only has wireless.
Yeah.
I buy their TVs.
But it doesn't profit like the PlayStation.
Of course not. And
but every company has something. Every company has the one thing that generates the majority of their revenue, and it's like, does Apple really care about the iPhone anymore? I mean, they do. Obviously, it sells.
No, they're more curious about Apple Plus.
It's a vessel. It's the thing that drives the services. If they made a little bit of money on the iPhone, they'd be cool with it. They're not going to lose. But it's really about the Apple services. It's about the iCloud storage. It's about the music. It's about, the other stuff that comes with it, all the subscriptions. That stuff is all profitability.
They don't care about people buying their MacBook Pros.
Well, yeah.
So
they only care if you buy their MacBook Pro and then have to update your iCloud because they don't give you enough storage.
I agree, Barry. It is exactly that. It is 100% a conduit. Totally
so I have
agree.
a prediction.
Go ahead.
Updated prediction.
Mm-hmm.
I think that C-band, including clearing costs, I should preface this, will cost $150 billion. Because there's 30 some remaining, right?
Sure.
There's 30 some remaining, right? Right? Correct?
No.
There's 30 some. right? I think it's like 33 left, right, Sneed?
Sir, I think we need to have you take a drug test. That is outrageous.
Yeah, because think about it. On
150
average, it'll be $2 billion per the remaining ones. And then it's $13 billion minimum for the reallocation.
Sneed,
Under
don't
50
drug
billion.
test me.
Oh man.
I'm just still trying to comprehend like a single $1 billion for myself, like, or like Jeff Bezos's wife. Everyone's going crazy. She's donated $4 billion, and we're talking about a mere $150 billion now. I'm like,
a mere.
Like, what does that even mean?
Septine Patterson says Septian. David Peter Septian. $5 super chat. How much C-band spectrum will Verizon Wireless need to compete with Death Star and Sweetie Eugene? All of it. They need 100% of what's being sold, which is why they're going to be putting in $69 billion.
No. Okay, hold on. Let's backtrack. Hold on. We gotta go back a couple of steps. Okay, first of all, Moose, I respectfully disagree with you.
Wait. I asked the question first. I asked you a question, but you were busy on to your right. I asked how many are remaining first. Is it at 31, 33, right? Pals left?
No, we're at about 50 rounds. So there's about 26 rounds left.
Okay, this changes these things. Hold on. Okay, 26 multiplied by an average of 2 billion each.
Okay, that's completely conjecture. You're just saying that. I'm just letting you know.
I'm saying on average. On average.
Okay. All right.
Okay. On average, 2 billion. So that's 52.
I don't think it's going to be 2 billion. I think it's going to be around $1 billion for these last days.
Okay, even 1.5 billion. Let's just say 1.5. Okay, multiplied by 26, right? The left, right?
Okay, that puts it just above 100.
$40 billion right there remaining, plus the 70 that's already there. We're at 110.
Yeah, that's kind of where,
plus the 13 that is for reallocation minimum. Now we're at 123, 125 billion.
Oh, you're going too fast, Tiger. Hold on. Bring it back. We're averaging
we're
1
not
billion.
majors here.
Yeah, if we're running it at about $1 billion per day, then we're pushing 100 billion. With the relocation, we're probably pushing more like 20. So we're looking at about 110 to 115.
But I just did the math, bro.
Your math is wrong. It's too high.
Bro, do the calculator.
It's too high. You were very generous. You were very copious with your estimation.
What about 120?
It's very possible. I think 120 is very realistic.
I'll meet you in the middle and say 120 because 150 is way too high, bro.
Moose, you could be right, but I'm just saying I always play the most likely scenario. What is the most likely thing to happen? You know, if I go outside, barefoot in the snow, it's very likely I'm going to get frostbite on my toes, So, that's just how I'm looking at it. What's the most likely outcome?
You don't want frostbite on those toes.
Nope.
What about the OnlyFans, bro? What about the OnlyFans, dog?
No. What about the bear?
Not again with the OnlyFans.
That would give the bear the advantage.
Well, actually, to address the Septian statement here, the question, thanks for the super chat, but I appreciate it. You're always really generous and kind. Thank you. How much C-band does Verizon need? I think a 100 megahertz channel is a bare minimum. Based on projected spending, I think we're probably looking at 120. And I think 140 is like not out of the realm of possibility, although unlikely. But I think 100 and 120 is, I think that's realistic.
Yeah.
And that's all they need to compete. Because I'm going to tell you this about Verizon. Nobody has a tower site every 3/4 of a mile like Verizon. A small cell or a tower site,
Septian gave $2 to tell me how to pronounce his name.
Damn.
That's so petty. I love that.
Holy crap, man.
Septian, you're the best.
You.
Where's your book? Can I read it?
Oh, damn.
Okay, but so this is the only thing I'm going to say about it because Steve and I were very aligned, right? I'm just trying to get the numbers somewhere reasonable, right? So I personally believe that this thing is going to be the biggest auction in history until the next auction. Honestly, like the next one is going to be
like L-band. You mean L-band?
Yeah, like an anything above 100 megahertz, right? It's going to be massive. amounts of money.
Are we ever going to see a mid band with more than this though? Like in terms of the concentration of licenses?
Possibly, maybe in the 7 gigahertz range.
Hopefully not, because a lot of the higher frequencies that
Whether
they could, they're already being used by NTIA for really specific purposes. So,
Yo, Pete, somebody needs their internet fixed. Do you know how to do it?
Uh-oh.
yeah, take it out of the closet.
Do people do that?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So you don't want your antennas being hidden by walls. It needs to, be out in the open like a spreader on the subway.
Let it breathe. Yeah.
Gotta breathe.
Yeah, gotta breathe like dangly bits.
And by the way, Sherry's absolutely right. I was talking to this with Tyrone and Sneed. I said we're literally saying $1 billion, 10 billion, 150 billion like it's nothing, but it's a lot of money, bro.
It is crazy talk. Capital investment. This is where the perspective comes into play. In 2 years, 2019 and 2020, AT&T spent the most of all big carriers, $45 billion. So if AT&T spends, I don't know, some people are estimating 20, 30 billion. That's basically a year of CapEx just to have the airwaves. Right? So that gives you perspective. Verizon's about 18, 19 billion as well. So Verizon is prepared to spend a half a decade of CapEx on one spectrum auction.
And I just looked up, just to put it in perspective, $1 billion in perspective. It says you can spend $5,000 a day for more than 500 years before you'd run out of $1 billion.
Man.
Damn.
Hey,
1,000 there.
Ooh.
Hey, does that mean we could get each of us could get our own villa in on the Aegean, and then one in Puerto Rico?
If we each had $1 billion, sure. Or if one of us had $1 billion, yeah, I'd buy you.
If one of us had $1 billion, the 5 of us could get our own villas on the Aegean.
Pete, I don't need much.
Here and now, if I ever get $1 billion, I'll buy each of you your own villas.
Okay, listen, Sherry, I need 2 things. I need someone feeding me grapes, and I need someone fanning me, like in the movies, with the big fan, the leaf. That's all I need. The grapes and the big leaf fan. That's I'm good.
I promise you I'll get that for you.
One of them music in the background or something,
By the way, I'm told DT has some decent coverage in the Aegean.
Barry, how would you do that, dude? How would you do that, Barry?
Probably put it in half a share of Apple stock.
Don't forget sheep, all right, Sherry. Please do not forget sheep. He's on your side. He is not a simp, I promise.
I'll get all of us our own villa in Cabo or somewhere, the Mediterranean.
Honestly, bro, I think I could spend if I really went down to it, I think I could spend $1 billion in less than a year.
Yeah, I mean, anybody could find ways to spend big money, but I mean, if you're not investing it, then what are you really doing with it?
Yeah, I'd get me an American built boat and then spend a few thousand a week maintaining it.
Because you know my spending habits, Sneed. You know how I spend. You know how I tip people. You know how, bro. Like, I can blow through $100,000 in a month if I needed to.
You needed to.
Like,
yeah,
I'm dead serious. Pete knows. Like, when I'm
people,
I'm tipping $100 bills to everybody.
Yeah,
like,
I've seen it.
Screw it.
I've seen it.
I thought 35% was reasonable.
That's
like
very
when
generous.
when I went to go eat dinner at the old homestead, this was on the 20th. Tab was $297 for 2 people. The tip was $200.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we're in the middle of a pandemic. 35's the low end.
Yeah, well, not everybody looks at it like that. Like, say, for example, Pete, my job security, I don't have job security issues, so I don't feel compelled to not spend money. I spend regularly like I normally do. And even when we just pick up food, I just throw a tip. And we're just picking up grub, but whatever. Those people are hurting. And, the SMT tries to be a man of the people, bro. You could throw around a few extra dollars. Remember, Los, the lady got me at the Thai restaurant? She got me for the $1. I didn't go back in there and smack fire out of her mouth, bro. I let her have the $1. Even though she's a straight up thief, I let her have it. I wasn't going to make a big stink about the $1.
What happened about $1 with the Thai food? Was the food worth the $1?
No, it wasn't, dude. It was not that great. It really wasn't. But I was just like, you know what, dude? It's a pandemic. Like, what really matters? Me going back in and making a stink about orange chicken. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't. Yeah, bro. I didn't get enough sesame seeds on my food. Like, what am I going to really
Some
complain
people's
about?
children, that chef, man.
But you see, here's the thing that I was talking to one of my doctor friends just the other day, and he asked me, "Who cares about this C-band auction? Like, what tangibly will I like? How will I improve my life because I have faster download speed or upload speed?" And I said, "Whoa, hold up."
See, there's a problem.
Calm down, doctor. Let me tell you what you don't know in your MCAT, because you literally think you know everything, but you clearly...
Wait. Is he an AT&T customer?
FirstNet.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
FirstNet.
So that basically means he can download, illicit videos with him and his interns quicker
Oh,
in
no.
his neighborhood.
Oh, geez.
Who do you work for? TMZ?
I know. Dude.
Oh, no.
No, I do not work for TMZ.
Bro, but this is the problem in America, or actually not even in America. This is the average consumer issue, that the average consumer doesn't really understand what they're paying for. Sneed and I, we've talked about this many times now. It's a battle of perception. Signal strength on the top right of your phone, people think that is the ultimate indicator of signal quality and your cell phone service is the best or the worst. But it's not. Absolutely incorrect. So
yeah, the thing is, like what Brian's talking about is your network can't tank. Your network cannot be noticeably lesser than your competition. So, for example, for consumer wireless, myself, Sherry, Pete, Carlos, Moose, if we are experiencing slowdowns on our apps, so if, like, say, for example, Sherry is live streaming and she notices lagging and she notices disconnections and disruptions, she's going to start considering a switch to a provider with a better experience. If that's not happening, she's not going anywhere. She's satisfied. Mm-hmm. It meets the demands of whatever Sherry's processes are for her productivity. So what I've been saying is that our networks have become mature enough to, as long as your network does not tank, every customer gets what they believe they deserve for what they're paying for, then they'll be satisfied. But you cannot fall back to your competition. For example, if I can complete AR and VR on AT&T, but I can't complete AR and VR on Verizon, and I need that application, I need AT&T.
Yep.
I can't use Verizon. Septian. Yeah. $2. He
probably is getting a kick out of my failure to pronounce his name.
I did not like the Tom Yum Goong. No, I did not. Not enough sesame seeds. That's right.
But yeah, so it's a average consumer issue. It's because, they're asking the question, why the heck would any company spend $100 billion or whatever the case may be, right?
I can make my 3G calls just fine.
Yeah, they have this idea of, well, to kind of defend him a little bit, he was used to Verizon, where Verizon didn't have significant download and upload speeds in this area, and nor in his hospital, but it is usable. It was usable, right? It was.
Well, Moose, can I ask you something?
Yeah, of course.
When was the last time you saw a "Can You Hear Me Now" commercial?
Correct.
It's not about that anymore.
That's right.
Wasn't that the Sprint guy?
It was the Sprint guy.
Well, it used to be the Verizon guy.
Right.
Yeah.
You hear
but
me
that's
now?
my point is, our networks have matured to now where calling is, it's like breathing. You walk and breathe at the same time. You don't think about your breathing. It's not like an active decision you're making. Oh, I got to make sure I breathe. It just involuntarily happens. Mm-hmm. Calling is kind of like an involuntary thing. It's like automatic. But the data speeds, latencies are new.
No, not calling, texting.
Well, that's what the kids are doing these days.
Yeah, they use like their TikToks and their Tinders and Instagrams.
Oh, my wife is 6 years younger than me, and like I'll call her, she won't answer, and then she'll text me back, "Hey, what? That was like
What?
I called you like 5 seconds ago. Why didn't you answer?"
That's about what I do too.
Wait. You're telling me, Sherry, they'd rather text?
100%.
Why?
I don't know. I work through this in therapy, but I get anxious on the phone.
Wait,
Talking on the phone makes me anxious. Texting does not make me
What
anxious.
about video calls? This is a video call, technically.
Here's the thing. I've been trained in this. I used to be like a journalist. So being on TV or being on like the internet, I'm okay with. But talking on the phone one-on-one, I get anxious to make doctor's appointments.
What?
I just on the phone.
Hey, some people have that issue, and we just have to accommodate when communicating.
So Sneed's wife and I, we just prefer to text. Okay.
Absolutely.
I feel
Right.
attacked.
Yeah, but no. It's not about feeling attacked. I called her. 5 seconds later, I get a response, but it's in a text. Why couldn't I get the response in the call? Like, what if it was important? Like, we're gonna sit there and lollygag with the thumbs?
Hey, Sneed, I agree with you 100%, bro. I hate how everybody wants to text now. I prefer a call. Hey, blah, blah, blah. Let's get this done. Okay, bye.
Right.
Done.
Bro, look at Mike. Mike even has an ex-wife because of this. Look, ex-wife, bro. He's like, you're freaking out of here, man. Like, you're not going to call me? You're freaking out of here.
See, so, but here's the thing, right? So doctors,
Tana,
first responders, they're always going to need calling capabilities. That is an absolute. You're absolutely right, Sneed. You're the foundation has to be good call quality at the minimum, bare minimum.
That's right, brother.
At the bare minimum. But now, data quality is something that is being talked about more and more.
Yeah, how are they going to get those 18K MRIs?
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. So then we have the issue of, well, my network is not fast enough here, or my network doesn't even work here because I don't have an in-building solution.
Bro, listen to me. I literally can predict this. I can see this happening. Carlos, you see what Carlos is doing with his fiber. All right. The dude is a genius. He's brilliant. All right. He's generating revenue. Okay. Carlos is going to buy an MRI machine, and he's going to start MRIing people out of the office. He's going to say, come in, I'll do it for the low. 20 stacks. I got you.
No,
right? You're going to need the internet to do that.
Oh, God.
Dude, you know me. I love making money, bro. I'll do it however way possible. This office is paid for free. I don't pay nothing here because I took that $65 connection. Everybody was complaining about bad internet here, not being able to do something, and I sold it to 9 people here, and they pays my rent and my internet. Everything's free here.
Is this fact right here?
Septian's on my side. He gets me. He feels me.
Wait.
I don't have that luxury.
Hold up. You won't even answer a call?
I won't either. She's right.
But
She's
have
right.
to answer calls.
Sherry's winning right now. Yeah.
I have to answer calls. What happens if it's like, somebody in an emergency situation?
If it's enough, they'll leave a voicemail.
That's right.
I don't like those voicemails. That's like the one thing I hate the most.
Hey, bro, you just told me this. It's too late to apologize.
He's dead.
It's too late. R.I.P.
We're gonna end up like Jack and Titanic, bro.
Thank you for calling Tech Guru. Leave a message.
Very free. Leave a voicemail. I agree.
Bro, there's literally a 99% chance that if the contact is not in your phone book, it's probably spam. Like 99% of the time. Because even like, say for example, like I just finished my master's program.
Yeah.
If they reach out to me, it's the university saying, okay, you got to finalize this paperwork.
Yeah, and then they ask, hey, do you want us to process 16 bones? You gotta have your master's. We need 16 grand. Do you have it?
Bro, they literally got me on a fee for everything. So I wouldn't be surprised if they still want more money.
Hey.
Jesus.
Thanks, Septon. Appreciate you.
He said another $2. Telemarketers have ruined phone calls. And it's old Pie's fault.
It is.
Sent that guy from Kansas to Pakistan on an overturned visa.
Oh,
see, but
Jesus.
Here's the thing that I wanted to know. So
Hate him.
This is my example from the doctor shared amongst you guys that are people that are not in the know? Do your friends or family, when they ask a question that you know is ridiculous, but you have to like put yourself in their shoes because they're not involved in this realm, do you feel like this is more than an average occurrence, right?
I think you have to frame it for them. You know what I mean, Moose? You got to frame it.
Most lay people I encounter worry about two things.
Price?
Can I make a phone call? Well, three things. Can I make a phone call? How much does it cost? And will my children complain that they're not able to do stuff?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you just have to frame it. Like if somebody's like, how does this impact me? Like in the case of the doctor, there's a lot of use cases that they don't know exist yet. You know, there's a lot of new enterprise stuff that 5G will enable. There's a lot of new consumer stuff as well. You know, AR and VR is going to become commonplace. You know, a lot of simulated training will be happening over 5G. You know, that'll be kind of the driving force. But people just don't know it. I'm surprised the doctor didn't realize that, seeing that they will be going autonomous for surgeries and remote. So I'm really surprised that he didn't get that memo, honestly.
Hey, we got $5 from Stephanie Harrison.
Oh, Steph, it's been a while. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for the super chat.
And you know what? I got to get up for like 3 minutes. So
you got to who? You got to bounce?
Got to get up for 3 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So
fun.
Hey, Sneed, remember how there's N41 here at the office now for T-Mobile?
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what? It tanked.
What's the situation there? Let me give you a sole layout, cuz
it tanked. Now it's at 18.8 by 26.4 when it was doing 300 something the other day.
Hold on, Los. 18's not tanking. Okay, so that's not very capacitive, but it's not tanking.
Bro, you put more load on it and it's done. Come on, man.
It's done, bro.
There's a lot of upgrades that need to happen. Look, listen. I'm not going to be ragging on T-Mobile. Okay, they are the underdog. All right. Actually, no, they're not the underdog. They're the underfrog. All right. The reason I'm going to call them underfrog is because it's telecom and there's not a real underdog. They make a lot of money. All right. So it's not like the little engine that could. You know, it's actually they're a ginormous corporation, but they're the up and comer, right?
I think I can.
Yeah. Well, that's how I kind of look at it. So I'm rooting for them. There's some things I don't like. I don't like their Twitter accounts. Like I don't like their executives. I think they write a lot of checks that they can't cash, right? So they very actively put targets on their back. And that's what I think a lot of people don't understand. Like if you don't work for T-Mobile, if you're not an investor of T-Mobile, you actually don't care for the things that you see on Twitter from Neville, Ray, Mike Siebert, and these guys, because they're very disingenuous. You can't say last April, or no, it's going to date back further. Last December, John Leisure and Marcelo Clore, the CEOs of the merger, right, Sprint and T-Mobile, they were crying to Judge Victor Marrero how we're small companies. AT&T and Verizon are going to eat us. We're not going to survive. They're crying broke, feel sorry. And then now you're the best network of all time? Now, right. What happened a year ago? You were just crying. You were pleading. It's like when people get pulled over by the cops. They cry, but a minute ago you were horse sauce McGee going 100 miles an hour on the freeway, right? Wow. It's exactly what it is. So, and it's disingenuous. Which one is really the truth? The real truth is they are the underdog, but it's also a realization that they talk a lot of smack. So when people hit them with it, you know, you can't be mad. You know, you can't punch and then not expect to get punched. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
Big Lou, trash ball.
Yeah,
I'm looking at this new cell site in Oceanside, California, where I didn't realize this until right now. Oceanside PD is now FirstNet.
Woo!
Very interesting.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Moose, are these SIM cards going to be activated on FirstNet, or we're going to have to get our own?
Bro, let me tell you, I got my connection. As many lines as I need FirstNet agency account, bro.
So you're gonna make me an agency account? We'll just distribute them to everybody, or what?
Well, we have to do some back end things. We got to talk later, but basically,
Okay, let's set up the agency account.
Basically, we need to get you a private investigator license,
bro.
What kind of videos are you making?
That's right. That's a good question, Sherry.
Well, I got my business license is Auto Security Solutions, so we're good.
Solutions, Sherry. Solutions.
So we do security, bro. We got
security.
So what's next?
Top flight security of the world, Craig.
Find the guy who gave me a death threat. Security that.
Hey, this is what
I'd like to meet that guy in the corner.
Yeah,
so these people that assault you, I ended up putting a business license on my channel. So and you can put your name on it too. So if somebody does anything, you can do a cease and desist and sue them now when you're licensed. That's
we gotta help her hook that up.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, you gotta license your channel and you gotta license your name. Like do it as a sole prop, so your name, and you can do a DBA. Then your channel name will all be linked to that. So then at the end, if anything happens, you can get an attorney involved. You can sue the crap out of them.
I'm in LLC, DBA a moderation of my LLC, DBA myself with 2 subsidiary businesses.
Yep. That's another way too.
TV personality Sherry Riggs. That's the company name.
So my name has business liability attached to it.
Huh.
Yep.
That's the best way, and that's how you can. If anybody ever tries to, defame you in any way or harass you, then you can do legal action against them.
Cost me $25 a year to maintain that in the state of Colorado.
It's too much. Never mind.
Hey, I pay for it just so people get the proper retaliation for threatening you.
No, I agree. It's definitely a thing I need to look into for sure.
Oh, we got some network updates. Sneed. Camp Pendleton is officially 5G as of next month.
How'd they go about it? What'd they do?
They upgraded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
By the way, Ravioli Gang.
They upgraded about 20 sites. I'm looking here on the tool. And they added 2 sites. So 22 total sites now for Camp Pendleton.
Wow. Good for them.
Are they DSSing carriers there?
Doing, band 2, band 5, 66.
Good stuff, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Future proof in the area there. That's pretty nice.
Hopefully they got enough 66 bandwidth.
Yeah, 10 by 10.
See, that's the important part about these upgrades is that you see that it's large scale. When you upgrade a site here and there, it's not, people aren't really going to feel it. I've noticed that where T-Mobile has fast speeds in the CLE, it has nothing to do with N41. The fast speeds are because they've had upgraded sites and density. So if there's like 13 sites in an area, all of them are 3 carrier or better, right? So they've got band 71, they have band 12, they have band 66 and 2. That's where people are getting the bandwidth from. It's density and then all the carriers being upgraded. Now, when they start to do the overlays with the N41, it'll be a game changer, but they have to do that to scale.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, I gotta head out. It was nice being here, though.
Take care.
Awesome having you around again. Don't be a stranger.
I'm back. I just had to take a quick break because, the craziness from my channel, but I'm back now.
Welcome back.
But I'm on now, so this is really confusing. I know it's like I'm gaslighting you. I'm back, but I'm leaving. I'm like,
You're not gaslighting.
By the way, is that secure? Is that TV secure on the couch?
It's not. It's fallen multiple times, but I have nowhere else to put it. So
God.
How big of a TV is that? No. You're not stepping out yet. Okay. How big of a TV and how much does it weigh?
It's like a 42, maybe. And it's like a few pounds. It was like
it's a 50 or something. No way.
It's a Vizio. It's a Vizio, like 42
it's
smart.
52.
It's not that big. It's like
Oh, but
Oh,
we
you
gotta
brute. Sure,
pitch
you
in
brute.
and send her a mount and an installer.
No. Sure. Yep.
What?
We
Can I
don't
get
want that
can I
TV
get a
breaking.
hashtag TV on the couch, please?
Hashtag TV on couch.
We don't want the
Trendy.
TV breaking, so you'll get a mount and an Amazon guy.
I appreciate you guys. This is the only reason I'm on this show. Yeah, for the
Thanks for stopping by today. Thanks for
To the
being here.
nation.
Bye, guys.
Later.
Bye.
See you later.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. We got to get that TV mounted.
I know, bro.
Yeah,
That's
man,
crazy.
Did you? Where's Stetson, man?
Yeah, where the hell is he?
We got to talk about these QCIs on T-Mobile. We got a video.
There's a lot that's going to change in QCIs in the future.
Yes.
There's a lot of things that are going to change there. The network slicing will be absolutely tremendous. Looking
Yep.
forward to it.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's definitely needed. I feel like some people misunderstand the QCI importance. They just don't know what
Right.
it means and how it really, it makes the network very distinguished. It allows for proper resource allocation for the right task and usage.
But let me ask you this, Sneed, and I'll put it into context.
The answer is no. I'm telling you right now.
I know,
Mhm.
but let me put it to you like this. So what if Cox told you, Mr. Sneed, you can get better latency, faster speeds if you upgrade to our next package above where you're at right now?
Let me tell you what Sneed would say. What the expletive are you talking about? I'm at the expletive, highest expletive package. What the expletive is wrong with you?
Bro,
Right.
they won't fix their troubles with the infrastructure. Like they're not even coming in and fixing the problem. So I don't want to give them a dime. I mean the minute anything else viable is available to me, I'm switching. That's how much I hate Cox.
That fiber. But
Sneed should let me talk to Cox for him.
but what I'm saying is that so the average consumer would not pay more money for connectivity unless they're a gamer and they stream on Twitch and that's their livelihood. They're not going to get the lowest possible latency. They don't need it.
Also, if you do that, Sneed, don't put it on speaker near the wife. She'd be blushing.
I know, dude. She hates it when I do that stuff.
I mean, Carlos, what do you think about that, right? Like, obviously, it's hard enough as it is to monetize QCIs, as you know, on the wireless side. But QCIs, I mean, it's not easy to monetize it. It's hard enough as it is for the business side to say, hey, you need the elite plan. Why? Why do I need to pay more money? Oh, well, QCI 6, it gives this fast track, gives you faster data speeds. So what? You already have fast data speeds.
Yeah.
Yes, but with this one, you can do hotspot a lot at the bodega.
That's true.
Thanks for
You
that
can
perspective,
sell
Pete.
people internet connection at the bodega with your hotspot with the elite.
The bodega.
Hey, those
Carlos,
sheep.
how's the headphones, Carlos?
Oh, I don't have them on right now.
Oh, I thought that was them.
No.
Oh, you're using the Apple, the new Apple ones?
He's got the new AirPods Max.
Really? You're using the new AirPods?
Mm-hmm.
Got them.
Oh, damn.
Hey, but can we set up that FirstNet entity? Well, I got the security business.
Security.
You need a
What type of security?
Well,
need
it's car alarm security, but they won't know.
You need a because they're gonna audit you, bro, with the state. So they need a specific license. See, like the one that I just recently did was a private investigator / bodyguard. Private security.
The bodyguard's right there. So okay.
Private security, bro.
This one or that one?
Right here in this corner.
Oh yeah, the
Over
red
there.
shirt guy.
There's the bodyguard. So
You don't want me as a bodyguard?
well, all right. We got the bodyguards right there.
Yeah,
So-
but like we just need to manipulate it a little bit, bro. That's it.
Oh, we got the investigator right here. Then we got the bodyguard over here. Then we got
But Carlos, I am okay with shattering collarbones.
okay.
Oh,
Well,
geez.
you're the multi-use. You're the multi-use. He's the one bodyguard because you can investigate and shatter. So you were good. You got multi-use.
He's called the Purple Squirrel, bro.
But let's do it, bro. Let's set it up. Tell me
Yeah,
what
I mean, it's definitely
Carlos,
possible.
I
I'm
think
not saying it's
Carlos has one of those.
the what?
CCP?
No, I don't.
No.
Not required of what I do.
Okay. Well, I don't need one either because I like my bamboo poles.
So if we have to get that, whatever we got to get, bro, we got to figure this out.
Bro, it's
I
easy,
tell
bro.
ya.
Don't worry about it.
No, nobody expects you to shatter their kneecaps with a stick of bamboo.
Oh Jesus!
Bro,
I've heard that's possible, but I didn't know if it's for
Bro.
real.
think about it like this.
I've been known to break feet in fights because of that.
It's in the best interest of getting more agency accounts. Why? Because once you are a confirmed agency, you don't have to re-verify every single line.
So I can add as many lines as I want after that and not worry or anything anymore.
Exactly.
By the way, I have some experience. FirstNet here in Longmont is comparable to T-Mobile. They've upgraded.
In terms of speed?
You need I'm gonna need you need an AT&T line. You need to test this out, bro. Because I've been hearing that AT&T is really good over there now. Really good.
It's great when I leave Boulder County to the north. It's like Loveland area, Berthoud.
So how can we get you AT&T over there, bro? Because I do got a line.
Could send me a SIM card.
Okay, so you want physical SIM? Okay, I got you. We'll send it through.
I mean, I can swap it in this thing periodically, and
or we can do eSIM on the Pixel.
This already has T-Mobile eSIM.
Oh, you did it as an eSIM instead of physical. Okay.
I didn't want to scratch the thing in front of the wife.
There's several upgrades coming to Longmont still.
Yeah, it's not like our city restricts development other than it can't look hideous.
Top flight security of the world, Craig.
We're top flight security of the world, Craig. The world.
You remember, Carlos, when they were circling around the parking lot all the time? And what was it? Holy moly donut shop.
Yeah. And then when he was like, when they were singing the Christmas Carol, the old ladies, get your out of here. Yeah.
Bro, those Friday movies are great, man. For anybody who doesn't know, that's what it is. That's where that's from. You guys got anything else you want to cover? Or are we good for the go?
I mean, let me check really quickly my news feed. I mean, there's so many things happening in the background, bro. I don't even.
It's hard to keep track.
So
too much.
So I'm trying to trick the Trump administration into setting up the Cyber Corps, just like the Air Force, the Navy, Space Force, the Army, and the Marines.
Oh, snaps.
I'm affiliated with a team that's the backbone.
Oh, interesting update here. December 22nd, HBO Max finally brings 4K HDR to Android TV.
Nice.
Took them long enough.
Yeah, this is...
I thought they'd keep everything capped at 720p to suck in that sweet, sweet money.
This is thanks to a new update, blah, blah. Huh?
When's the official update on the international deployment for HBO Max?
I still think that since they said spring of 2021, I still think it's going to be in March.
Sneed, we're going to have to figure out a way of getting access to reliable HBO Max.
Yeah, dude. I was looking to watch Wonder Woman, but I couldn't get through on it.
I want the Doctor Who.
Huh?
It's the same login as the AT&T TV.
All right, check it out. I had no idea.
If it works, you should pass it along.
Yes.
Yeah, we could pass it along.
because I want to watch some Doctor Who, and damn it, I loved it on BBC America.
Yeah, it's
So
classic.
I got an update in regards to Tampa, right? So as you know, Tampa, the Super Bowl is going to be there in February, right? They've invested a significant amount of infrastructure, and they launched millimeter wave service in downtown Tampa. But
wait, Tampa Super Bowl February. Are those athletes getting the vaccine, or are we going to have like COVID lockdown in the second quarter?
Probably not until it goes large scale. Yeah, that's all legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're still going to do the Super Bowl. I mean, they've got 2 weeks to prepare for that Super Bowl from the championship games. And I don't really know how much capacity you need to prepare for probably 20,000 people. Maybe for the surrounding area.
Well,
T-Mobile needs more millimeter wave in Tampa.
They just added an outdoor DAS system on the... I don't even know where this is, but it's the Raymond, the stadium for the Tampa
Raymond
Bay,
James.
Right? Raymond James Stadium. They just added an outdoor DAS all over the place there.
Oh, that helps. Most definitely. Yeah.
This is super new. It was launched the 26th today.
OnlyFans Super Bowl. Come on, Pete.
Bro.
Hey, the NFL would probably like that, where you get like players talking and after the game locker room scenes, $180.
My brother Ciova. Peace to you, sir. Oh, snap. Big Lou said it's doo-doo brown. Doo-doo brown. He's not a fan, bro.
So is the next Avengers movie going to be on HBO Max?
The which one?
They got a DC emphasis.
Avengers?
Sup, Bobby? I'm making a bad joke about them trying to buy everything up like Doctor Who and I think we're winding at the end.
Yeah, let's go ahead and wrap up the show. I gotta get this thing shut down. Go ahead.
Here's something. There was an article from PC Magazine. Here's why Verizon iPhone users must turn off 5G right now. What do you guys think about that headline?
It's a little bit exaggerated. I mean, DSS is not great, but I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So why do they need to turn it off according to PC Mag?
Well, apparently the DSS is reducing reliability and data speeds drastically compared to
Well, that's Verizon's fault for deploying it without a spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
Should eat it.
Look, I'm starting to see it disconnect more frequently. So I think they're working on it pretty actively, which is probably exaggerating the issue, isn't it? Right? Like they're kind of, it's connecting, disconnecting. When it first launched, it was much more reliable to stick onto 5G. Now it's
not my market.
Okay.
But, Verizon 5G is still the best way to watch Disney Plus and fake 4K at the Knicks game.
See, but even PC Mag, they posted, do not use 5G on Verizon, use 5G ultra wideband only. But then it's like, how are you going to know when you're in an ultra wideband area if you don't have 5G turned on?
Simple. You're not.
Exactly. So Sasha Segan, I understand what he's trying to do in this article, but nobody's going to listen to this article.
Although, I must say, I was in Denver near the Verizon ultra wideband node, and that 4G was amazing.
DSS, I think people have to understand this about DSS. DSS is not a true technology solution. It's a Band-Aid, stopgap, icon producing measure. It's not a dedicated channel to 5G. It's clearly something that Verizon has to do because of their poor spectrum position.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's really just a transitional move, knowing that 5G is not really robust. Because what's going to end up happening is once you have dedicated channels to 5G and a lot of people are on it for a majority of their usage, then 4G and LTE technologies can be decommed and more recommissioned for 5G. There's no carrier under more immense pressure to DSS than Verizon because of their spectrum position. No surprise.
DSS works great with CBRS.
That would make sense.
We need that. We need these carriers to get off the channel, and we need that naval radar. DSS them all the way down to 0.
I knew what to expect with the DSS. I knew what it was about. I called it.
It's about getting that icon, man. It's about getting that icon.
Look, nobody was going to be able to use band 71 to get 300 megabits per second. Nobody was going to be able to use DSS low band to get 100 megabits. It's just not built that way. These skinny channels are it's a physics thing. There's just no bandwidth there.
Right.
And I just think that everybody was expecting a 5G promise from these carriers, and it just didn't happen.
We're still an NSA, man.
Hold on, Pete. The only way this would have been different is if they forced people to upgrade their phones, and then they actively started doing one channel at a time to 5G.
Right.
And remember, nothing with the abbreviation acronym NSA is good. So we're a non-standalone. We're not there yet.
Here's the other issue that we forget. I just was speaking to one of my manager friends here locally in SoCal Market. They still don't have enough inventory, bro. This is crazy. They have ran out of phones for the second day in a row, and they can't sell anymore. So they have to order the phone to the customer. It's not good,
man. 5 megahertz channels, bro. Not happening, Chief.
Yeah. Hey, Steve, that's a buffer channel. Keeps you from getting Canadian frequencies.
The 3 megahertz band 26.
Nah. The 5 megahertz. That's all it's good for.
We need more people to upgrade, bro. That's the problem. We need more upgrades. Too
many people don't care. They're just like, it's fine. It turns on. It transmits a signal. It receives a signal.
Yep. And the sad thing is that we've seen unprecedented offers to upgrade this season.
Yeah, you get the iPhone 12. They'll give you $5 and slap on the bum.
Whatever the iPhone 12 didn't do, the iPhone 13 will no doubtably do.
Oh my God! What else can they do?
But that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's getting people onto 5G. I mean, for anybody hanging on to an iPhone 10, 10s Max,
should upgrade to the Pixel 6.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so this is a really good comment from Barry. Threatened to decommission LTE. We can't even threaten to decommission 3G. I mean,
yeah, right. Yeah.
It's not possible.
Yeah, people are going to say that decommissioned 3G is going to give you the Covini.
But it is what it is. But anyways, Sneed, it's up to you. If you want to call it.
Yeah, we're on the drag, so it's been about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Is somebody on Discord?
I know. I hear the popping or the whatever it is.
Yeah,
I hear something.
Yeah, I look on my Discord and nobody's asking me stuff.
That's me, bro. You guys really hear it? How?
What do you mean how, Carlos? It's audible.
Do you hear it now?
Oh no, nobody's messaging you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and wrap up the show. I want to thank everybody for coming by. Thank you to all my moderators, #ModSquad. Thank you to all of the viewers, subscribers, those that like this video. Thank you for that. If you haven't done so, go ahead and rate it. Do that now. #2LiveCrew for those watching this at the time of broadcast. #ReplayCrew watching this on DVR. Hashtag ravioli gang if you were eating or hungry during this podcast.
I'm a ravioli.
Right. And I think it's pretty much it. I want to wish everybody a happy new year. I know we're kind of up and coming here, just in case, should something, happen, you don't make it back.
Have an amazing Feast of St. Basil.
That's right. That thing that Pete was mentioning.
January 1st, Feast of St. Basil. Best time to eat some pesto.
Let me thank Moose for coming on as always. Thanks for being here and, discussing these topics with us. Thank you, Carlos, for stopping by, being a part of the show. Pete, it's always good to have you on. Not always available, but it's great to have you when you can make it.
Hey, I found some time, let me tell you.
Yeah. I want to thank the entire community. You guys are amazing. Thank you for supporting SMT production. Sherry, thank you for coming by. It was great to have you.
She's still around.
Yeah, she might be hanging around. So big shout out to Sherry from Whistle Out. Thanks for stopping by. And again, like I said, thank you to the community for supporting SMT production. Thank you to the Patreon members for supporting productions there. If you're interested in the Patreon community, link down below. We got that SneedTech Twitter handle if anybody wants to interact there.
And remember, I'm the guy who answers your Patreon or your Discord emails.
Right. And we're going to continue to make content, man. The wireless network game is changing by the second. Moves
it's hot.
AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, 5G.
Stacks.
Oh, dude, stuff is happening all the time. So stay tuned. Daily content always dropping. We're going to do our best to make sure we bring it to you. High quality, rapid fire all the time. We're just getting punched and rolling with them, man. It's exciting times, man. I wonder what this was like 20 years ago, if it was this exciting. So
we were wearing stovepipe hats and smoking those corn cup pipes like Lincoln.
Yeah. Oh, and thank you to all my mods that kept all the riffraff out of the live chat. You guys did a great job tonight. Thank you for that.
I haven't seen a lot of riffraff, but I did hide a message that confused the living daylights out of me.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. We don't, we're a community of positivity, and just like I said, trolls, just get them out. It's okay. Just moving on and onward. We're good. All right, y'all. Anything for go to the order? Oh God, come on, Carlos. I saw that, Los. Come on, man. Changing the pictures. Come on, bro.
Oh man.
All right, y'all. Take it easy. Happy New Year to everyone. Hopefully we'll have a show before the New Year. We might even do like a New Year's show. We'll see what happens.
I might be in Salt Lake at that time.
All right. We'll throw the link around. All right, y'all. I wish you wealth. I wish you health and prosperity. Everyone take it easy, and we'll see you on the next show. Peace.
Peace.
Later.